ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is ShaDeSLaYeR from LXG India TV here to do an interview with Team Elunes at their bootcamp. So let's get on with it. What's up, man? How you going? This is Sid, the manager of Team Elunes. So, hello. Yes. There we go. You see, guys, already just playing a fun lobby game here. That is Balaji, right there, aka Blizzard. Blizzard, what's up, man? And next we have the one and only Swifty Jeet.
Hello. Hi. What's up?
What's up? Good old friend of mine. So there you go. And the original, authentic Moin Jazz card in the corner. No chance. Hey man, what's up? And we have Bari, the one and only ShaDeSLaYeR. Support for Elunes. And all the way in the corner, on a very surprising setup, I must say, the one and only Prasad. What's up, man? How are you able to rock this setup?
Someone needs to adjust.
We just discussed this before. If there is a player playing on a handicap, well, this is the man performing out of his mind on a very, very crazy setup to say the least. So let's go ahead and check out the rest of the house out. And okay, where do the players usually sleep? Right there. So there you go. Setup. It's a little wonky now, but we all know, been there, done that. So perfect setup. And the balcony right there for ShaDeSLaYeR to look out of the window and smile at some chicks out there. At least that's what I've been told. Let's move around. And your room, if I'm not mistaken, the manager's room there. Just going for a stroll. And some laundries, aka smoking zone out here. There's another room here. I'm guessing it's not used.
That's my roommates.
Oh, alright. So that's the manager's roommate staying there. And this is the kitchen where the players get whatever they need to eat. And this is the help, Mr. Raju, right? So that's Mr. Raju, the help, who's been the man behind the scenes working out for Team Elunes day and night, making sure they get their food, they get their clothes done, and hats off to the people who do work behind the scenes there. Do stay tuned, the interview is coming right back up next. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a special episode of Saturdays with ShaDeSLaYeR. I'm here at the Elunes Bootcamp with Team Elunes. Guys, welcome to the show. So, could you go ahead and all of you introduce yourselves?
Hi guys, my name is Bari, also known as ShaDeSLaYeR, captain of Team Elunes, and I play the mother-father role from this team, that is support role.
Hello, my name is Moin Jazz. My nickname is No Chance.
Roll.
I play fourth position.
Hello, my name is Jeet Kundra. My IGN is 50 and I play position 2.
Hi, I'm Balaji Ramanathan. My India team is Blizzard and I play position 1.
Hi, my name is Prasad Nagavade. My Indian name is Dota and I play offlane role.
Hey guys, I'm Sreedhar and I'm the manager of these movies.
Welcome to the show, guys. Alright, where are you all based out of?
Well, I'm basically from Hyderabad and this guy is from Kolkata and he's from Kandiwali, Mumbai. They both are from Pune.
Awesome. And of course, the manager.
He's from Delhi and Bangalore anyway.
Alright, this is your first time boot camping ever. So, how was the experience?
Well, yeah, this is actually the first boot camp of our life, not just this team. And this was actually a very big success for us because we got to know how it actually feels to play with the whole team for more than 10 days, like which we have played tournaments and all. It's totally different from that because we get to sleep with each other.
Nothing funny intended, ladies and gentlemen. So,
okay, we have 5 straight, okay. Basically, yeah, we get to know each other very well because we know their habits, and I actually like all of us staying together and having fun. We watch a lot of movies together, we practice, we have had our fun time, bad times when we lost, and of course power cuts and all, but then in the end we are all happy because we don't have a family right now over here, but we are actually a family together.
right, it does help a lot in the team building process and getting to know one another better, not only in game but outside the game as well. It does help boost your performance there. So, how was your? What is the daily routine? How is it? What is it? How does a typical day for Team Elunes work out? Here at the bootcamp?
We have to adjust our timetable according to the SCA practicing sessions because when we are searching for good teams to practice, they usually play in the night time. So we have to adjust our daytime according to the night time. So we usually wake up very late in the morning.
How late are we talking
Basically,
about?
it's not morning, it's afternoon.
Right.
We wake up at around 2 o'clock.
Right.
Wake up, Maggie, take a bath, Maggie.
I mean, yeah, we've been there. I've been there. Maggie is pretty much what gamers eat. Maggie and cup noodles for that matter.
Definitely. And we basically go take a bath, get fresh up. Until then, Moin will be finding Mars, and Balaji is the guy who wakes up at the last. Like he sleeps a lot really. Basically, he sleeps 20 hours actually. 20. So 4 hours a day to practice. That's it.
So that 4 hours of sleep, 20 hours of hibernating for.
This guy sleeps like 4 hours. He doesn't sleep. He plays Dota. That's his whole
So
life.
he's the tryhard of the team.
Tryhard? No, actually, Batosai is the tryhard.
I've seen Batosai handicapping himself to tryhard, so no second thoughts there. So, how long have you been together now?
Basically, me, Noochans and Batosai, we are together since 15 months, more than 1 year.
Right.
And we have never felt that, any discomfort from each other. And the other players which were in our team before, they came and they're up, but I think we're three sticking together from a long time and hopefully we'll be sticking for more few years again. And Swifty is the latest addition along with Balaji. They both are like Indian superstars. We just hired them according to their raw talent. Yeah, they're doing a lot well. Like we expected them to do better, but they exceeded our expectations. They're doing a lot more than we expected, and I see a lot of fans for Swifty in Dota.
Yeah, of course. He already had fans picking up fans left, right, and center during Rage Quit Cup. I know that for a fact when I was shortcasting that there were already fans on his back, and after that Rage Quit Grand Finals, pretty much the best choice there for your side. So, yeah. Coming back to your recent additions, recently you did add Swifty and Balaji. So, how did you decide on those changes that were needed at that time?
It was actually this guy's decision, no chance. He was our carry before, but then he later decided Balaji will be a better player who can carry us, and I'll be doing better with the support and commanding the team. He is the captain in game because he does the drafting and all.
Right.
So, yeah, that decision is working out for us right now, and I think it was the best decision for us.
Perfect, perfect. And your performance in the Shanghai Major Open Qualifiers second that decision to go with the two players. So coming up with the decision to get Swifty and Balaji in, what brings the slightly controversial discussion that comes up is the exit of Kunal virus from the Elunes squad. So there were statements given saying by Kunal that he was happy with his stay, but we haven't, as a community, we still haven't got an answer so as to whether he left on his own accord or if he was removed from the squad. Could you shed some light on that?
Okay, first of all, Kunal was with us for 1 year and we had really good times with him and bad times too, because you know our past, like we were not a successful team in the past. We always used to come second. And
I mean, with Kunal you did win VGF, and so we were like, yes, Elunes is back again, and then we saw the exit of Kunal. So yeah.
Apparently, when you keep losing, your personality changes, because some people can't take it when they lose again and again. And while with Kunal, he was a really good teammate in the start, but then again he started to change his attitude towards us. So apparently we were not happy with that, and we asked him to change it, but he didn't make it happen. So I think it was a decision with the whole team's,
yeah, if a team comes first, at the end of it all, on the long run you want to have your team reflecting your...
thinking about the future.
Right, you want that effort to be converted into on-screen performance. So there you go, that was pretty much the
Just to add to that, Kiran, I mean, Kunal has been a friend to all of us.
Yeah, he's still a very good
through
friend.
the time that he was with Elunes. But there were some professional decisions that had to be taken for the betterment of the team, and replacing Kunal was one of them. Although I do feel that there were no hard feelings, and it was a very amicable departure on Kunal's end as well. And replacing him was also it was an entirely professional decision, nothing personal.
Yeah, perfect. I must say that. Okay. How was your experience at VGF? I must say there was a few FE moments that did happen there. I was right there to witness it firsthand, but yeah. How was the overall experience, considering the fact that that was your big comeback win after a pretty long time? You did shed the title of C9 of Indian Dota that night.
Yeah, first we were called for the event at 11 AM, but the event started at 2 AM. You know what that means, right?
Yeah.
The technical issues, I think you cannot help it at times when it comes to organization, and there had to be a decision taken, and I think LXG really stepped up to it for making that event happen at that time when people used to go to see it. And I think that event was poorly managed, but in the end, I think ShaDeSLaYeR attending the event and the whole media covering it, and a lot of new brands coming into it, and cosplaying was superb, and definitely I had a lot of good memories about it. And what's more to say that we won it, and it was definitely a win we sorted after months and months of practice. So I think, and shout out to esports for coming second for that event, because they performed really well. But
so in the grand scheme of things, how big was that win at VGF for Team Elunes?
Mentally, it was really boosting for us, because I think that initially gave us a boost for we can do better on the SCA level, because we have finally won the title of best team in India. So now we wanted to step further. So I think that actually kicked us for going for the bootcamp.
Awesome. How about we get some other members of Team Elunes into the discussion as well? It's been all Bari all the way till now. So yeah, what prompted you guys to do the bootcamp? I mean, from the initial stages, from when the thinking process started and to the execution, what brought about? What got you to decide to do this?
Basically, we did the bootcamp for improving the coordination among the team.
Right.
That's the most important thing for a team. And yeah.
No, I mean, how did the thought process start? As in, who was the first one who suggested it, and who went by making sure that...
Moin and Bari.
Right. Moin and Bari were the ones who suggested it. Alright, I'm going to come back to Bari, since Bari is the man who's giving me all the answers for the last...
Yeah, this will be actually, we saw how a bootcamp can affect. Like, we had some thoughts in mind, because first we were just planning it casually, but then I was like, no, let's do it once. This was our trial bootcamp. I was like, if this works out, then I think we'll all have to move into one house and play full on Dota like a job, and I think that will definitely make us a big team in the international scene, and I think that's happening very soon.
So sometime in the near future we could see Team Elunes get a permanent bootcamp spot in
I
India?
think it's going to happen very soon because we are really desperate for a boot camp again because the results are asking for it.
Awesome, awesome. Can someone shed some light on the financial as well as the logistics behind getting a boot camp to have to become a reality for a team in India?
So you're looking for numbers?
Yeah, not just some numbers, as well as if you can shed some light on logistics as well. Like, if for one, you did have a spacious house to accommodate the players, so you didn't have to worry about that. But it isn't the case with every other team. They probably want to meet up at a location where they do not have a place to boot camp. So yeah, so what are the challenges that one will face?
So one of the major some obstacles that we faced to arrange this boot camp was infrastructure, basically.
Right.
So I live in this house, but I didn't have enough mattresses or say furniture to accommodate 5 other people. So arranging for those was one of the initial things that we had to account for. Followed by arranging for the PCs for the team. So I gave up my PC, but I had a laptop of his own. They had to rent the other PCs. So that also kind of was a financial requirement. Other than that, I don't know, I mean the groceries is the only other thing I can think of,
Right.
but that's about it. I mean, if you have 2 good working internet connection and 5 pieces, that's all.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you
have.
need, right?
Yeah.
And the 5 players ready to put in the time and effort. So yeah, that brings up, what hurdles did you face to make this happen? I mean, yeah, they could be financially, they could be getting permissions at home. I'm not really sure. So, what were the hurdles that you
Missed
guys
1 month
faced?
of college.
Missed 1 month of college. Yes, definitely, that's a big thing when it comes down to Indian Dota. Many of the players are still studying, so college/school becomes a very big part that you do need to sacrifice some amount of. So, what other issues did you guys face? Swifty seems to have no issues whatsoever. He's just here to spam TA when casual qualifier games. Moin seems to be Swifty's long lost brother as well. He's having no issues either. Bari.
I'll tell you about everyone. Basically, Swifty, we always have to talk to his mom before getting any tour schedule. So
Well, that throws one question out of the window for my quick fire.
Let me
So there you
tell
go.
His mom is very sweet. She's like straightforward. She's actually caring for him. That she just want to guarantee that his son is going for a proper boot camp, not for something different than that.
Right.
Yeah, and Moin, I don't think any other of us basically has a problem at home because everyone is starting to understand that esports is growing, and I think we are gonna make some big shit out of it.
Yeah. So talking, once you did mention that, now I have to bring this question up. How big do you see esports becoming here in India, say in like a year or 2?
I think a year or 2, definitely India will be a very big market hub, whatever you call it, community for esports, because we have the biggest weapon in the esport, that is population. Definitely.
Right. I must say, there's no arguing that, which is why your China, your Korea.
You can get thousands and thousands of gamers spectating in India because that's what the sponsors are looking for. Because
Right.
they just want the spectators to watch the game and they represent the brand. That's what we have. The only thing we are missing is the lack of communication between the spectators, sponsors, and the organizers and the players. So once this fog is being fitted, then I think definitely India will be top most country for esport.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the day when it's telecasted at prime time on Sony or Star Plus. That's the day Indian esports has reached its pinnacle. So. So there you go. Okay, what are your thoughts on 6.86b? So I'm gonna get answers out from everyone. I want to know what are your thoughts on that, and I want to know what you like and dislike about the match.
Start with me.
Start with you, as always.
It's the best meta for a support because I'm in love with the item called ShaDeSLaYeR. I make it for any hero, even if it doesn't work, I'll just make it because yeah, it is really good item and it's changed the game. I think it's really changed the game for support.
I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna come in there and ask you, since you say you like ShaDeSLaYeR, are you a support fudge ShaDeSLaYeR spammer in pubs? Alright, okay, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, ShaDeSLaYeR and I think the wards and the courier are cheap, so I can donate tangos to these beggars.
exactly, we've been there.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the support. I keep dying, but at least I can buy ward for waiting 30 seconds in the base.
Right. Mohan, what are your thoughts on the patch and what is it that you like and dislike? Mohan seems to be completely unfazed by the part that he's boot camping away from home. He's playing a new patch. He just finished the Shanghai Major Open Qualifiers. Absolutely nothing seems to faze him. So. We still do not know if it's fazing him or not. Yeah, we have all day, brother. I'm staying here till you give me an answer.
Let's get back to moving.
Yeah, we're waiting on Mohan.
Let's get back to this one.
Cool. Go ahead. We'll start with our handicap player who seems to be absolutely putting in maximum effort, more than what is needed for the game. So, Prasad.
The new neutral camp spot has really helped me.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I saw you, in fact, when you did run the Beastmaster, when you're not getting stuff done in your offlane, you always have that to farm it up with your real bows. So, yeah. And what else did you think about the patch?
The new paths, they are really helping also.
Yeah, what do you think? Talking about your offlane, let's specifically talk about the Radiant offlane. What do you think about the new path where you can move around the secret shop right there?
Radiant offlane, no, but I don't know.
Well, that's the Radiant offlane.
The Radiant offlane, it's in pretty easy
Right.
compared to the last patch. So,
And also I've seen players these days on the Dire offlane use that pull from the side camp these days. They seem to be able to pull that off as well. Yeah. So yeah, that must help you a lot. And so, what do you like and dislike about the patch?
well,
Of course, the pathing you like. What do you dislike? Any nerfs to specific heroes? Buffs to certain heroes you don't like?
no,
I don't see you playing a lot of Clockwork these days. You did say that was one of your favorite heroes, other than Slark.
well, it depends on the draft.
So we have Bari to blame for not.
No, I'm not blaming
The guy who doesn't seem to worry too much about pretty much anything. Doesn't seem to want to pick him Clockwork as well. So.
No, I don't blame the draft. It's just
Right.
that I'm comfortable with.
No, I know. We're just having fun here. We know how it works. We've especially heard Dendi say this on more than one occasion. Why he does not play his Pudge on very often. So he did say it was Puppy's call when it all comes down to it. He says you gotta play this hero. You gotta play it every single time. So there you go. So next, Balaji changes.
The patch's name is Balance of Power.
This was something me and Balaji discussed prior to this show. So you can go ahead and repeat
The
that.
first
brother.
hero that was introduced is Arc Warden. That hero gets Midas in 14 minutes, and then you get to see Repair in 20 minutes. And that hero is basically sitting at base, and the illusion is pushing lanes. And the second thing is introducing Earth Spirit in CM mode.
Right. So
Ebola Spirit.
you're all against Ebola because
Obvious.
right. And then, so I could see NB running a 3 games back to back during the. In fact, I think it was 4 games during the CVC Grand Finals as well. 4 first picks in Ember Spirit. No, the Earth Spirit. Sorry.
Earth Spirit was in.
Oh no, that was in the Grand Finals. That was the upper bracket finals, right? It was the upper bracket finals where there were 3 games. It was a best of 3, and all 3 games we saw NB first picking Earth Spirit. So I must say you must have been very excited for those games. Coming back to changes of 6.86, specifically to the heroes you play. One that comes to my mind straight off the bat is ShaDeSLaYeR. There was a mana cost increase for the race, and there was that additional Aghanim scepter added. So what are your thoughts on those changes? Has it changed the way you lane, and have you ever given thought, other than absolute casual pub games, to pick up an Aghanim scepter?
Basically SF is nerfed because of the mana and the neutral camps.
Right.
The new center, the small center has some magic resistance.
Magic resistance,
So
yes.
you can't clear out the stacks in like normal combo at levels. And we tried scepter on SF in some clan match.
Some clan matches, there you go. You heard it first. Yeah. So how did that work out?
It didn't work out.
I mean, probably something like a puck coil into, if you do run like an offlane puck maybe, or like a five man hook into cogs.
Basically SF was strong in the radiant before because of neutral
because of his access to
and the
neutral
new two camps cannot be stacked more than 2 times. At least for us, we haven't stacked more than 2 times, so it's a problem.
That is another thing for the viewers to know. The timings for stack camps has completely changed around. In fact, if you do follow Cyclops, go ahead and check out the picture he posted. He actually has a detailed analysis of what are the 3 full times for that. So, Swift Teamer, man! What are your thoughts on this 46?
When the patch came out, the new paths were really confusing, and I really hate this patch because it has allowed Lone Red in the captain mode, and it is a counter to my DA.
And what do you think about when you do play Radiant? You have 2 paths now, Axis coming out from the Radiant jungle for that quick rotation from the offlane to gank. So, has that affected the way you play your mid lane, or is it just that you just want that race up and carry on with it?
No, you are really scared because it is very easy to gank when you are playing in Radiant. So you just have to be careful. That's it.
We're back to the one and only chance. Okay, I'm going to actually ask a specific question now. What do you think about the new rune?
New Arcane
The arcane rune that's into the game. Is it gonna affect the game a lot, or is it just like a minor thing? Something like a bounty rune, which you don't need to worry too much about.
Don't spawn frequently.
Right.
You can only get like once in a game.
Yeah.
Once in a time.
Yeah. It's like once every 12 minutes, 12, 14 minutes. So not much of a change. Any other thing specific that comes to your mind that you would like to talk about?
Invoker.
Invoker did get nerfed a little in 6.86, especially to that alacrity spam that comes out in the early game. So he's a little bearable, but I still see a lot of him. I'm sure you see a lot of him in your games as well.
MR game always suspect.
he's pretty, I must say though, for the viewers, the new Invoker has pretty much become the alchemist of 6.85. Pretty much first picked every single game, first banned out in clan matches as well. So, okay, the next question I have is, any pocket strats that you guys prepared on, practiced? What comes to my mind specifically is the ShaDeSLaYeR, excuse me, the ShaDeSLaYeR TAES silencer cleanse that you ran back to back, and you've always stuck to the 4 heroes, and I've seen a few games where you decide between the cleanse and the timing based on the opponent lineup. So was that a specific strat that you practiced here at Bootcamp, and have you practiced some other ones as well?
We were prepared for the finals with 3 other pocket strategies, which we didn't want to disclose, because if we did, then I don't think we would have had a shot in the finals if we qualified, that is.
Right.
And yeah, TA, ShaDeSLaYeR, Lynx, Silencer, Earthshaker, these are the casual picks of our team, because that's the most favorite heroes we usually spam in MMR or practice games. It's actually, we are very comfortable with those heroes, so we were just on a roll with them. So we were like, why should we change our initial strategy? If you are winning with this, then why not carry it on? And it actually worked for us, unless we ran out of luck with the internet and other issues which we had, and we lost to Bank 5.
Yeah, talking about that, now that you bring that up, let's go ahead and talk a little about that, at least a mention of it. That game where 5 of your DC, and the team goes ahead, takes 2 lanes of racks. how, I mean, at home, with the spectators who were watching and myself, we were going nuts. I pretty much almost cried. But then, how was the situation here? Was there like panic? Who was up to do? Who was doing what? And what exactly happened here at base boot camp when things turned out that way?
Basically, imagine you are away from your home for 1 month, playing with 4 guys, Dota, just for one tournament, and when it matters, when it actually matters, in the game you're playing, and the net DCs for the I think it was a power cut for hardly 1.5 minutes, and when you actually we were winning that game very significantly.
There was a significant lead that you guys did have.
Then when we just come back after 1.5 minutes, there are 2 racks down. Then I think it's pretty much the feeling when you see your balls chopped off.
I must say I empathize right there. I know.
Yeah,
exactly
actually we
what
were
you
really
mean.
pissed off, and I think each and everyone here was actually really pissed off, and I was seeing Swifty banging the punch ball on the wall because he was really pissed off, and then Balaji he couldn't handle his rage.
I mean, I've heard all about Balaji's rage from n number of people. I'm just waiting to witness it first time at some point of time. Let's see if I have the privilege.
It was actually really frustrating for me because I as a captain, I should keep my calm, and I was trying to maintain calmness over here. But then even I was actually really frustrated with that thing. But soon the Face It admin shout out to them because they actually took a stand for us, and they actually did it in very quick time because the community was back.
Exactly. That is one more thing that I want to bring up. What do you think about? I was personally there on Reddit when that happened. I saw 4 threads in Reddit pop up at pretty much a gap time of about 10 minutes, and one of them in fact had more than 20 plus comments and upwards. So what do you think about the community backing you there at that moment of trouble?
We had no idea that the whole community was back of us at that time because we were feeling really helpless. Then we saw all these comments floating in, and we had a lot of messages coming in from the players. They're like cheering us up. They're like, if they don't give us the win, we'll go bang them, we'll murder them. Classic Indian style. Actually, that boosted our confidence. That we were actually happy that someone is out there watching for us, cheering for us, and it actually made us motivate for the other games coming on. About that game which you are talking about, I think Rice Cat, I think that
Rice Cat, yes, it was.
They are actually ashamed of what they did, and I hope they learn their lesson.
Yeah, they did in fact offer a public statement of apology. So
next time we meet them, we'll make sure we'll end it in 10 minutes.
10 minutes on good internet with a quick push lineup, I should say, should seal the deal. So yep, and what was your how was your experience in fact training, preparing and playing the Shanghai Major Open Qualifiers?
Training, we as you know, it came right after the New Year.
Right.
We practiced 20 days, like day and night practice. We were just practicing, sleeping, eating Maggie, practice, sleeping, everything. And we had a tournament CVC in the middle, and we saw our results showing up as we bet neck break quite convincingly. And then at the New Year, we all just loosened up, like we had some good times, we partied and all. Then after that, again, we got back to business, we practiced again and again. And when the match started, then we saw all these teams taking part in it. They were like really strong teams taking part in it. And we had encountered those teams back then in JDL, other scrims. We were having really tough time beating these teams down. But then when we played against them in this qualifiers, we actually won one-sidedly because you can actually see the results when you practice so hard.
Yeah.
And that is quite satisfying. And I hope this continues for the next few months.
Yeah, I would like to add on something there. I've seen your performance over the past year or so. Elunes, whenever they've performed and won, it's pretty much been only comeback. Most of it has been comebacks. It has been mid to late game decision making that has always won you the games. While this specifically the Shanghai Major Open Qualifiers, I saw a large improvement in the laning stage. Most of the games were pretty much already done and set in the laning stage. You just had to group up and finish the game. So that is a big improvement I have seen from the team, especially after during in fact the later stages of the bootcamp. So, okay. The next question again is something we covered on a little. I would like you to elaborate on that. How was it having the entire Indian Dota community cheering you on, and did having the expectations of the entire Indian Dota community on you, especially when you reached the quarterfinals of the first Shanghai Major Open Qualifiers, did it affect you in any way? Was it like added pressure, or did it just motivate you to perform better?
It had its pros and cons. Most of us was pros because when there is someone watching you doing it, and you have this pressure on you to perform. If you fail, then you will have to face those people's expectations and disappointment, because you will be the one
right.
to blame. But then first of all, we thought that if we lose, we are going to face the hatred like, oh, you lose, so move, they did this, they don't have net and blah blah blah. But then there were actually few people doing that. But instead there were hundreds of people saying, well done, good luck next time, we are expecting a lot from you. And that is actually inspirational for us to see that we have a lot of supporters in Indian Dota community. Because a few years back there are hardly one or two people cheering for you, but right now there are hundreds and hundreds of people cheering for us. So that adds a little bit of pressure, but I don't think it's nowhere compared to the support we are getting. So I'm pretty happy with that Indian community. And
yeah, going forward, I have big expectations of Team Elunes. I'm pretty sure you'll carry the Indian flag flying high. So yeah, what are your plans going forward? What is the plan for Team Elunes?
Right now, we're going to go home, take a break for 10 days, not more than that, 10 days. And again, we are going to start practicing for the next JDL season. That is our topmost priority. And Frankfurt.
The Frankfurt Major Open Qualifiers.
That is also our next aim.
ESL, right? ESL Frankfurt, right?
So let's see how it goes. And talking about next steps, I think we are gonna move to a next bootcamp. That is, I think it should be in Pune or either Hyderabad or Pune, because we have other supports over there. Right? Like in Hyderabad, I have a house where we can do the bootcamp. So let's see how it works out. But definitely, we are really gonna aim for the next level of gaming in SCH.
Right. So yeah, initially this was something that people used to ask me. Why are what should Indian teams do to be able to compete with their international counterparts? And one thing that I always tell people is you need to bootcamp abroad at some point of time. We have server issues where you don't get to play much, you don't have exposure to the NA and Europe teams that you usually have to clash against. So that is something I say. And do you have such plans for the future? I mean, in the long run?
Well, boot camping in some other countries, I think not gonna work out for us, because it's first of all, none of us here are comfortable of going to some new place and getting used to it, because the food, the climate, everything will affect us.
Yes.
So it's better find a comfortable place, practice with your teammates, either online. I prefer it if it's a boot camp, because boot camp is 10 times better than playing online.
Yeah, definitely.
You get to actually synchronize with your teammates live instead of Skype and all these things.
And you have Balaji has people to scream at right there. So.
No, he doesn't scream at teammates at all.
Oh, he never screamed at teammates?
None of us scream at teammates.
Nice.
I think that's the best part.
And to add to that, Mohin doesn't have a passport also.
The casual, no cares given, no chance.
No, he's been making passports since 2 years.
He's got his interview scheduled 1.5 years ago,
Right.
but he hasn't got his passport yet.
I hope
reached only in solo
he gets his passport soon. Yeah, and talking about this Indian teams to develop something.
That was my point of view. What do you think that Indian team needs to be at the top international level?
First, we need two main things. First is a sponsor who can provide the funds, the equipment, logistics, everything.
Right.
And second thing is dedication from players.
Right.
If you are actually dedicated, I am 100% sure like you can achieve that level of gaming which you see on this Dota 2 TV and all.
Right.
Because there's nothing called as impossible, and you can see Swifty, he had his very bad times in Surrey gaming.
Right.
No, I'm being honest.
Yeah, I know.
No one actually knew we had such a talent in India because he was in a very bad team. Sorry to say that, but actually it was a weak team compared to international team. Right now, he is beating players of international caliber with no pressure and all. So you can see we have a lot of talent, but we just don't have the proper management, funds, anything. So thanks to Elunes for that, providing us a boot camp and all, and finding such a talent in India. All of us are from different places.
Right.
You know how hard it is to
I
team from all over the India. And actually make it work out.
I know to put all the logistics, everything in place, and to actually get it.
That's where our manager comes in. He is the one, he's the glue of the team. He sticks us all.
Right. Perfect time for you to bring that up, brother. How important was it to have a manager?
Oh my God.
I mean, everything is fairy tale going on over here. So there you go. Yeah. How important was it?
Manager, I think in Indian esports, manager is the key for going into the next level gaming, because if you are a gamer, I don't think you are talented enough in any other areas like business, money management, or talking to other players. Like if you are a good player, usually good players are arrogant, as you can see Crowley. No, I'm actually serious. If you are a good player, you'll have some issues with your attitude or some other thing. But then a manager is the guy who is doing that, filling the gap for you and the team. So I think for us, it's a really great help that we have a manager like Sreedhar, and he is the one behind the scenes working it out for us and giving us a bootcamp place, providing us with food and all the advices which we need in the tough times. If you have something to if you are confused about something, like if you want to go for it or not, he's the one guiding us. Yeah, I should actually do this, do that. Because he has some really good idea about business, how to deal with people and all. And if someone flames us in a, what do you say, professional way, if someone is trying to get cheesy with us, he's the one writing the comeback comments and getting them back. So that's something we need in India.
Yeah, and also one more thing that I would like to mainly highlight here is the fact that there are two parts to being a professional team. You do have to perform in game, and then you have needs to be catered to outside of the game. So if there is a manager who's helping you take that part of the equation out of the way, you can pretty much get back into concentrating solely on performing in game. And even in game, you have the support of your manager who helps you, calms you guys down when you do face issues. So that is something I must say I'm very happy to see coming out in Indian esports, and hopefully we see more professional teams bringing out, in fact, going ahead and getting managers for themselves. And with that though, my next question is gonna be to Sid. Being a manager though, what does it take to be a Indian esports team manager? Like either financially or logistics, what are the responsibilities that a manager needs to take here?
Okay, so I think one of the primary attributes required by a manager is patience here, especially in Indian esports, given that teams banned, it is banned. I think I started managing a team with Netbreak, and including CS and Dota 2, I have managed teams that have had players like probably 10-15 different combinations of players.
Yeah.
Now one of the major issues was that the players had issues sticking with each other and whatever. One of the major attributes that I had to exhibit was patience, and to just be able to work out with the team and just kind of develop a coordination between them. However, most of it was done by them themselves only. Secondly, I think logistics is something that is required. Just to, like you mentioned, just to be able to take out the entire entire load off of them so they can
Yeah.
solely focus on their game. I usually take care of the brand building and the entire social media is handled by me. And business development, looking out for sponsors, trying to work out deals with them. Other than that, whatever little funds we manage to gather, just to be able to allocate them in the right manner, so you know, just to capitalize on whatever resources we have. I think those are some of the primary attributes. Other than that, I believe taking my minor things like taking care of the logistics of arranging bootcamp, taking care of the travel and stay for tournaments and such. That's about it. Other than that, just to stay with them, be friendly with them.
Yeah, there you go. You got it right here. So there you go. Again, I do hope there are a lot of managers coming up for professional Indian Dota 2 teams in the future. Looking forward to a brighter future for the Indian esports scene. So let's go ahead and lighten the mood up a little. What are your role models in and out of game? And what are your favorite teams? Favorite team?
Secret.
Team Secret.
Just because there's Puppy in it.
Right.
And obviously role model Puppy, because I think he's the best player as a gamer. He has the mind of a gamer. He might not have the fastest reflexes or talents, but he has a really sharp mind.
Right.
That's what matters. And he is the winner of TI, the biggest esport event.
And the first one as well.
Yeah,
The first
uncrowned king of Dota, you can say.
Perfect. And
he takes 4 bots, and I think he can make a TI team.
Nice. I must say I agree with them. And your role model outside of Dota.
Outside of Dota? No one.
No?
No, wait. No one.
So we just have Puppy put in line for that as well. There you go. Mohan.
My favorite secret.
Team Secret. Alright. And what's your
Favorite player.
favorite player?
E.
No, actually, rather an idol in and outside Dota.
Eternal.
Eternal Envy. Whoa. he fans in the house, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. So, outside of game, outside of Dota, anyone? No?
I don't play, watch anything.
Alright, there we go. Jeez, Kondra, what's up?
Navi is my favorite team.
Now is your favorite team. Nice.
And Bentley.
Dondo!
Yep. Mr. Dondo.
And what about idol outside of Dota?
Yeah, group.
What do you? I missed that.
I didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything. No one seems to give a damn about anything outside Dota. Mohan doesn't probably give a damn about Dota either. So there you go. It's just a friendly banter. Next.
My favorite team is EG and favorite player is Sunil.
Favorite player Sumil. Whoa. Alright. Any idol outside of Dota? No one. Alright. Cheesy. Yeah, I always, in fact, thought Mohan and Shizi had a thing going after the 1v1 with solo match that happened. But apparently Balaji's got something going on with Shizi as well. So, could you go ahead and shed some light on that?
Come on, new one.
It was just in some online tournament we had some.
Right. So, did you play 1v1 after that? So we should. That is probably the next show match that we should arrange. Shizi versus Blizzard 1v1 SF Wars, or probably SF versus Ember Spirit or something like that.
Lost.
GG easy man. So Prasad, what about you? Who's your idol? What's your favorite team?
Favorite team, BG Gaming. Favorite player,
Ice. Whoa, Ice Cube fans out here. Alright. And
Ice Cube.
yeah, since you're a CS player, I'm not going to. Okay, let's work. Why not?
I don't follow the scene much.
Oh, you don't follow the international scene, alright. I would actually put you down for a fanatic CS fan if there ever was one. Okay, since you've already brought it up, we know. My next question was, who are the ragers in the team? We kind of have a hint.
Swifty and Blizzard.
Swifty Blizzard is kind of like an expected answer. Swifty. Just Swifty rage.
When losing.
Yeah, we just rage in solo member.
Yeah, only everyone gives.
They get frustrated when they keep losing.
Right.
Because of 4K scrubs.
We have roaming Ember Spirit and roaming Rikimaru in team. Roaming TB also sometimes.
Roaming TB. I mean, it is. I have seen those Shadow Blade Dagon roaming.
The game doesn't reach till that point only.
Alright, it is a fail even before the Shadow Blade is picked up. Alright, okay. The last question. What are the games that you guys play besides Dota? First, Babu.
I am a professional Counter-Strike global offensive player.
Whoa!
I'm not
What's your
going to
rank?
show off. I'm not going to show off, but yeah, I'm gold level 4. Okay. No offense. Global.
Team Brutality, if you're watching this, this is the man you're looking for to replace A-Star, not the one you did pick up. So,
Yeah.
you heard it here.
And yeah, Clash of Clans. Of course, a professional game. I played with
I must say though, if you do ask anyone outside the Indian esports community, they're going to put COC as one of probably the top games played in India. So you're right there for that as well, my man. if Dota doesn't work out, there you go.
It will work out, and I think it will work out in COC too.
Backup plan which also works out. There you go. Mon. CSGO. Alright. Jeet.
Football.
Football. Balaji.
Need for speed.
Which one of the Need for Speed?
I play all. I like
Which your favorite one?
most wanted.
Most Wanted. There you go. True old school gamer there, like who likes Most Wanted. Prasad.
I play a lot of games, mostly MMORPGs like World of Warcraft and Guild Wars.
Oh,
As well as I have played Smite and HR.
Talking about MMORPG fan, how much are you awaiting the release of Legion?
Yeah.
And did you watch the BlizzCon trailer? You should definitely watch it. And from all I know, I myself, I absolutely hate MMORPGs. I don't like them for some reason. But Legion though, in fact, that video looks so promising that I'm actually going to give that game a try.
Illegal one?
Yeah, the illegal one.
Yeah, I have watched that.
Yeah. So, how much are you looking forward to that?
Well, I've been waiting for it.
So you're gonna have a World of Warcraft player in your bootcamp in the near future.
Even I play.
Oh, okay. So you can do your own raids. So you have a great team.
By the way, we have a CSGO team too. Me, this guy, manager, and Kunal was the captain of our CSGO team,
Right.
and the team name was Fake Elunes.
Right.
And it was also a part of the team, but then he's inactive. And we're planning to kick him.
Alright. I have started CSGO as well. It's been 3 weeks since I started, so yeah, I should probably try out as well for the new squad. Alright. Any final shoutouts, guys?
Oh, shout out, I have a lot of them. First of all, I want to shout out to my father. He's the one who's been, keeping me motivated. I don't think any other Indian esports gamer's father is, watching the games, playing it just for the sake of, trying to understand what his kid is doing. So my father is a big inspiration for me. He's like always supporting me in ups and downs. And my brother, my family. My brother is also, he started playing Dota too just because I am playing it. So just to understand what is going on in the, Gitbitch.
Right.
Shout out to every other gamers who's been, in Indian community supporting us in our good times and in our bad times and expecting us to, reach that next level of run. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Anybody else have any shoutouts?
Yeah. Shout out to my mom and dad. Same. Then shout out to my old teammates for Rohan, Omkar and Archmage.
Archmage who's hidden away in the corner. There you go. Alright. Yeah, I must say though, go ahead.
Shout out to my gaming, my local candidates, Kirti, Tushar, and all for helping me whenever I wanted and playing Dota.
And increasing party number.
Not for a party.
Just for fun.
Shruti,
Shout out to my Mira Road friends for letting me play the JDL matches, and also to my family for letting me play this game.
I would have expected him to give a special shout out to his mom, but
No, family include mom.
yeah, special shout out. Mention the mom. Hey, Mohan.
Shout out to Babu.
Mohan has no shout out.
I think, yeah, shout out to the Indian Dota 2 community for the support that they've shown to the team. I mean, it's been overwhelming, to be very honest. And so basically, I've seen a team go international, not perform very well, come back and get even more demotivated by the the backlash that they face from the Indian community. But after the Shanghai Majors, I've realized how supportive the Indian Dota 2 community can be, and how much it can motivate the team to perform better next time. So yeah, major shout out to the Indian Dota 2 team. Shout out to Nishant and Rakesh, they've been extremely supportive of the entire Elunes project. Shout out to Rajubai, who's our
Yeah, definitely shout out.
Big shout out to Mr. Raju.
shout out to Raju, who's our help at home. He's been washing clothes, cooking 5 times a day, cleaning the house day in and day out without absolutely tirelessly, without a single cry of anything. So yeah, shout out to Raju. That's about it. I think. Shout out to these guys for performing so well.
Perfect. With that, we're going to bring the show to a wrap, at least this segment. So there you go. This is the one and only Team Elunes, who pretty much are the #1 team here in the Indian professional Dota 2 scene. So, hey guys, this is ShaDeSLaYeR from LXG India TV. If you did like a video, drop a like. You can also give us feedback in the comment section, and if you do love our videos, go ahead and follow us on our social media, Facebook and Twitter. Thank you.